My name is Robert Erkstam. I'm with Self-Care Therapy. We are an occupational therapy clinic in Wilmington, North Carolina, and we recorded this little video to show how to use the Simon to put on compression socks if you have a difficult time reaching your feet. Hope this will be helpful. So I'm going to show how to load the compression socks on the Simon, the device for putting on compression socks without reaching your feet. So find the heel on your compression sock and line it up with the back edge of the Simon. Take the top edge of the compression sock and fold it over. At this point, you may need to put on grip gloves or donning gloves, rubber coated gloves. This can make it a lot easier to load the device on. Because it is a compression sock, so you are having to stretch it out some, which may take some force. You want to keep, as you're loading it, you want to make sure that you're lining up the hole there towards the center as much as possible. You can see that I'm using the palm of my hands rather than fingertips, and there's the heel of the compression sock. At that point, you want to make sure that that's still lined up where you want it, which is right there in the center. And you continue to load it almost till you get to the toe box. I still have a pretty deep hole there, so I'm going to load a little bit more, and you can see I'm pulling it more towards the front because the hole was pretty far towards the back of the device. And now it is loaded and it can be used for putting the compression sock on. So now you want to adjust the handles to the length that you desire. Once you've done that, you just stick it out. You may need to, depending on how much you can point your toes, you may need to lay the device down somewhat towards the floor like this, or far away from you. That will keep you from having to flex your ankle quite as much. There are two ways then to continue to push. You can either pull like that, or you can push down towards the floor like I did there. At this point, you're probably going to need your rubber gloves again to make some final adjustments. And if you're only able to reach the top part, you can work from there and do some adjustments there. The rubber gloves will help you get better grip on the compression socks. So we're going to show how to take compression stockings off using the Simon. Make sure you have the letters up like that to where you can read them. So that you're not putting the ring in upside down. It will not work upside down because it's narrower at the top and wider at the bottom so that it can wedge into place. So in this example, I'm putting the ring inside of the compression sock. So of course here I'm wearing pants, which you wouldn't be doing. So the ring would be up against the skin. You can remove the big part in the middle there by pushing those push buttons in. It's a little tricky to do, but it does make it easier in this stage. That's optional, but it gives you more freedom to move, not having that piece in the way because it's not needed for taking compression stockings off. Here it's important that you wedge the ring in completely. If it's partially in, it can rip the compression sock as the sock begins to slide out. Now you just push the device away and pull back with the leg. Remember to use your leg muscles to pull as much as you're pushing to get the compression sock off. So we're going to show an alternative way to load the ring. Previous example, I put the ring inside up against the skin. Now I'm putting it on top of the compression sock and folding the top edge over. You can try both and see which works best for you. Here too, you want to make sure you pull it down as far as you are able to comfortably reach the more fabric you can, the further down you can push it, and the easier it will be to pull your sock out. You have less length of fabric to try to push away and pull out of. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful. I hope it will solve your problem of becoming independent with putting on compression stockings. If this doesn't seem like the solution for you, then check out our website. There should be a link here at the end of the video, selfcaretherapy.com. There are other devices there too, and videos like this one, also product review videos. On our website, we also share both the pros and the cons for the different devices that we have tested and tried in the clinic with real patients with real problems. So we try to share. The goal is to try to find the right device for the right person, and that's not always easy. And always remember, keep trying. Oftentimes it's a lot about technique, much more so than about strength. So it's not always easy the first time, but with repetition and with grit, hopefully you can overcome the obstacle too.